everybody, it's Grandma, and I want to tell you the story of Palm Sunday. And I have a picture in this book that shows Palm Sunday, and Mom can show you a video that the church has made that looks like Palm Sunday, but here's a picture of Palm Sunday that you might find helpful. So Jesus is coming to the end of his ministry, which means he's almost to the end of his life, and he spent about 3 years doing miracles and teaching people his gospel. And this special day is a week before he died, and we call it Palm Sunday. And here's the story. As Jesus was traveling closer to Jerusalem, he asked 2 of his disciples to go ahead of him. He said, "When you get to the town, you will see a donkey tied up. Untie it and bring it to me. If anyone asks you about taking the donkey, just tell them, 'The Lord needs it, and he will bring it back as soon as he's done with it.'" So the disciples did as Jesus asked. They soon found the donkey tied at a doorway, and as they were untying it, some people standing nearby were visiting with each other. They didn't recognize the men and asked, "What are you doing? Why are you untying the donkey?" They replied just as Jesus had told them to, explaining that the Lord needed the donkey, and the people let them go. When they brought the donkey to Jesus, some of the disciples took off their coats and laid them on the donkey's back. They did this out of respect for Jesus. Then Jesus rode on the donkey toward Jerusalem. As he was traveling, some people saw Jesus coming and came running toward him. They had heard he might be coming, and they wanted to see him because he had just helped a dead man come back to life. Nobody else can do that, just the Son of God. One by one, they laid their coats on the ground for the donkey to step on. Even the people that weren't wearing coats ran into the field and to the trees nearby and cut off the palm branches and laid them down. Palm branches like off of palm trees. Palm trees grow in Jerusalem. These people knew that Jesus was special. It was like when a king or a queen would come into town and the people would roll out the red carpet for him or her to step on. This is what these people did for Jesus when they laid down their coats and the branches. As they got even closer to town, more and more people noticed Jesus. A crowd surrounded him and started to shout praises to him for all the miracles he had done. "Hosanna! Hosanna!" they shouted. "Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord." The word Hosanna means save us. So they were basically saying, "Save us, Jesus, save us." They said this because Jesus was helping them and doing amazing things. They wanted to praise him, and they wanted him to keep on helping them. Some men in a group called Pharisees, these men thought they were really important, and a lot of the people listened to the Pharisees. Well, the Pharisees heard the crowds praising God, and they said to Jesus, "Teacher, why don't you tell these people to stop praising you as if you were God?" The Pharisees thought that Jesus was getting way too much attention from the people. They wanted to be the most important. They didn't want people listening to Jesus. Jesus told the Pharisees, if the people were quiet, even the rocks would cry out. Even the rocks knew that he was God. After all, Jesus had created the rocks. Now Jesus could see the city of Jerusalem, and it made him feel very sad because he knew what was going to happen. He came to help the people, but no one realized he was God, and they didn't accept him. And that's the story of Palm Sunday. Tomorrow, I'll have another story for you about the next day in the last week of Jesus' life. Until then, see you. Love you.